Okay guys, I want to kind of go over Blackboard a little bit. Typically we have our graduate assistant come into the class and help you get familiar with Blackboard, and some of you may already be familiar with Blackboard, but just in case, you may have several courses here, and I've got several. Somewhere I'm an instructor and somewhere I'm a student, and then somewhere I do work for my regular office job. But you're going to go into your University Perspectives course, and this is our current University Perspectives course that we're looking at. And I just want to give you a quick tour. It's probably pretty easy for you to figure it out, but sometimes it might not be, and it's good for you to know what's there. Now your view is going to look a little different than my view. So let's try to look at it from your view first. So if I click on this, this is the student preview version that will pop up. Hopefully it pops up pretty quickly. If not, I'll go back and look at my version. But okay, yes it has. So first you're going to have announcements. So you can click on the announcements on the screen, but they're automatically popping up on my course. So just kind of keep up with these announcements. When I send the announcements, I try to remember to make sure that it goes to your email box, so you don't even have to log in to read them. But just know that if you need to go back and look for them and you can't find them, that I'll keep them here in this announcements tab. There is a welcome button that just welcomes you to the class, and it talks a little bit about what you need to do to prepare for the first day of class. And if you have any other online Blackboard courses, I encourage you to do that, to check before you go to a class. And then a little bit about me, the instructor, and then also in this course we have our graduate assistant, and so you can read a little bit about our graduate assistant. And there is a note down at the bottom of this that's kind of canned into the software that talks about accommodations. So we want to make sure that you know where to find information about accommodations if you need to see about getting one or you have one, and what you need to do. So I will pass out a syllabus in class, but also I upload that for you. And I've uploaded it as a spreadsheet, so I'm not a spreadsheet, I'm sorry, a Word document. And it takes a little bit to load, but the reason I do that is because the default syllabus that they put into the software doesn't allow for the freedom that I need to include everything. So that's there. And then I've also taken the class schedule and due dates that I do include in the syllabus, but it's a smaller version is at this link right below the syllabus. So then you just have your course schedule that can pop up. And so it's a quick overview if you ever just need to look quickly to see what's due, where we're at. So you'll know that that's there. And then to get you started, I've got a little area here where if for some reason you don't have the textbook yet, I've got some information to get you going on the textbook. But I do expect you to get a hold of a textbook, whether it's going to the library and utilizing theirs or purchasing one, and it takes a while to load, as you can see. After that, you've got your online modules, and this is where you're going to spend the majority of your time. So you, again, is your accommodations information. Just click on each file to get to the module. And one of the things I want to bring to your attention are these little icons. These icons tell you, are you reading it, or are you supposed to do something? So this first icon, you're just reading the information here. But if you scroll down and you look at Module 1, Student Tutorial, Blackboard, and Online Tools here, you will see that there is a little pencil and paper. So this is where you're going to actively do something. Now this particular first module can be a little tricky for some folks because you have to go outside of our course here in Blackboard, but you go into another section of Blackboard. So be sure to watch this video that gives you those instructions. And then the same here, you have a University Life quiz, and you have a pencil again indicating that that is an assignment you need to complete. But the rest of it is reading that you need to read for the course. So that is Module 1. I'm not going to go through each of these modules, but I did want to point out one particular module, and I think it's in Module 3. I'll just double check here. Let's see if it's here. Yes. It's this M3 presentation video assignment. And so what they're really wanting you to do is to use this Cultura basic software, and they've given you instructions for using it, and a lot of people will try to use their cell phones, as I mentioned in the syllabus, to do it, but try to take care of this through their software and what they're recommending here. You may find that it's easier for you if you follow their instructions. So this can be a tricky assignment, and so why I want to point it out here is to give you a little warning so you can get to work on this part of the assignment quicker. Now, like I said, they say there are many things you can do for presentations, PowerPoint, Prezi, etc. But they specifically are wanting you to look at the Cultura. And I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but you do have it here. So kind of wanted to bring that to your attention. That's basically how the modules work. So you'll just go through the modules on the dates they're due, and I do try to coincide the modules with what we're talking about in class. Now, I don't know if it will let me look at my grades because I am not in a student position, but oh yeah, it will. So this section here will let you look at your grades, and so it, as I grade information, it'll start showing up here. It's not showing up right now because I'm not a student, so I don't have anything marked. But you'll notice that there is a, the bottom number is the available points, but there's one section here that has nothing under extra credit, and that's because those are extra credits, so they're not based out of anything. 0 is really the baseline there, and anything you get over that is icing on the cake. So, which is kind of cool. Yeah, that's a good thing. So the course calendar is just another way for you to keep up with your assignments, and it's showing up in pink here so you can see when something's due. And also, whoops, shouldn't have bumped up, but also you'll see where I am grading your attendance and participation. So that's not due, it's noted because it's in the grade book. And then we have our group section. And I can't see it, but you'll be able to see your group, so I may show you that in a different way. But there is also a group rubric, which basically tells you how I'm going to grade the group project, so you can take a look at that and see what that looks like. And then, let's get back here. I have a section with the lecture review, so I'm going to put things here that you can see that I may have covered in class, but if you need a review or if you miss class, this will be helpful to you. So I'm going to get out of the student preview, and then I'm going to go to the group section where you might be able to see that better. Here. So I do have the groups here. Mine will be a little different than yours. I'll be able to see all 4 groups. But we can go in here and basically you see who the group members are, and you can see if you exchange files between each other. You can do that. You can do a group blog, but really blogs are kind of time consuming. And for this assignment, you really don't need that. So the assignment, if you go to the group discussion board, and I don't know why it's not showing up down here, but we've got it. It's really simple. You've got the rubric, and then if you click on the discussion board, I have placed a thread there basically saying this is your assignment. You're going to cover whatever section of the book that your group's covering. And then you can then talk to each other through this thread by creating your own thread if you want to post something or replying. So you can do that and kind of work on your project together. Remember, you're going to be doing presentations, so that will be helpful to talk about it there. And I will be looking behind the scenes to see that you are planning your project and working through it. You can also do a journal or a wiki. One of the things that the wiki does is it allows you to get content from other places, I believe. So you can do a mashup. So if it's something that you think that might be valuable to use in your presentation, like a YouTube video, a short video that applies to it, you can just do YouTube video, and then you can put the title of your video and it'll pop it up. So if I wanted to put in Just Mercy, and hopefully it'll get that the author of the book that we're looking at. Yes, there we go, Brian Stevenson. So here's a little clip on him, and I can hit select, and then that will allow me to look at these certain options below that and actually put this in to share with other people in my group. Okay, so that's one thing you can do there. I also want to show you that when you do the Cultura Media video, you know, it's sometimes hard to upload that. So when you upload it, you're probably going to have to make a selection like Cultura Media. And what I understand is you kind of have to upload the media in one place and then you grab it from another place. So make sure you study that and let me know if you have any questions. As we get closer to that assignment, I may do more on it because it does seem to be a little difficult. But I want you to get ahead of the game and try to work it out. It is possible. I've seen many students do it, but I do know it's a harder assignment. So, going back to the groups, again, the main thing with the group activity is I need to see you working as a group. I will not, if I see one individual doing all the work, they will probably get most of the points, even though it's a group project. I just don't think it's fair. Now, some instructors are not that way, and they will give everybody a bad grade if the group fails. So I'm looking to see you participating behind the scenes too. And that's why I want you to do some of the work on Blackboard. It's okay to do it in person, but I need to see you communicating on Blackboard. One of the reasons that's important is that gives you experience using these Blackboard tools. So, all right, I think I've pretty well covered everything that you need to know right now on Blackboard. And we can look, if we go to the main page, you can look see there's a course catalog here, so you might see some other training programs that you're eligible for, so that you might want to look. You can also go in and set up your own settings, so just keep that in mind. So play around, just get in here and play around and set up the settings the way you think will enhance your studying. And you can also put links. I'm trying to see if I have any anymore. But yeah, you can set up some links and it may be under this U of A section, that can enhance your work. And some of the links that may be helpful, see, I've got a lot here because I do some statistics courses, so I wanted some of that, but I also have APA, the Right Source. Purdue Online Writing Lab is a very good tool. So, go ahead and put your links here that you want to use on a regular basis, and that might be helpful. Anyway, that's a short tour of our Blackboard. Talk to you in our next class. Thanks.